Hello and welcome to today's Go Anteater Podcast. I am your host, Russell Jenkins, and today we are met again with Dean Kindseth, and we're going to go over some of the other stories that we didn't get to in this last episode. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just turn it over to you. What story you got for us today?
Well, there was, again, we'll kind of go back to the bed bug well, if you will, because there's just so many of those. But one of the crazy things with bed bugs is sometimes people think they have bed bugs, but they don't. I had gotten a call or a lead to go out and re-inspect this home that I believe we had treated for bed bugs previously. So it was kind of a follow-up, clear the house. She was reporting having bed bugs. Mm-hmm. She wasn't a hoarder, but the apartment was rather jam-packed full of stuff everywhere. So it was hard to move around. It was hard to get around the bed. Inspecting for bed bugs. Obviously, we're looking at places where people spend the most time, which is going to be the bedroom or a sofa or chair, places like that. Mm-hmm. I did not find any bed bugs on her bed. She instructed me or asked me to look at her closet. She had a coat in there that she said had bed bugs on it. And as I opened the closet and looked at the coat, it was lint. Literally, it was just white speckled lint on her closet. So you kind of have to be a doctor to prescribe or diagnose somebody, but it seemed to me that this lady had a term we call delusional parasitosis. And obviously, I could not tell you if she had that or not, but it seemed like she thought she had bugs on her and in her home and was not convinced. She handed me a little Ziploc baggie full of stuff.
Oh, no.
And as I sifted through and tried to look through this stuff, I mean, it was dirt, it was boogers, it was junk, it was just maybe there was a part of a cricket in there. And I just told her, I said, there are no bed bugs in here. She goes, well, what is it? Tell me what it is. And I said, I don't know what it is. I do know what bed bugs look like, and this is not that. And, people at that state, she was very teary and upset and trying to convince her she did not have bed bugs. She wanted to know what it was. And, you just can't tell her. I can't tell her what it was. I didn't know what it was. I knew it wasn't bed bugs.
Right.
So other than maybe taking a trip to the doctor to see if they can help her with, maybe she had a skin condition or something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that was crazy and kind of sad all in one, but not uncommon. We had a few sales calls like that. So.
Oh yeah. It's one of those. Bed bugs is a very delicate situation because it's something
Absolutely.
that people are very uncomfortable. It's kind of embarrassing to some, even though that it's like that's one of the things that's a misconception out there is that they get embarrassed. Well, I have bed bugs. What am I doing wrong? Some places you go to, this situation where there's obviously a lot of stuff, well, they have a harborage area there. That's why you might have some. There's some places where we'll go and you'll have bed bugs and they're spotless.
Yep.
And they still have bed bugs. And it's just because they travel.
It didn't matter ethnicity. If you had a lot of money, you were poor, whatever, clean, dirty, it didn't matter. We found bed bugs in every kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. They're just wanting to get around.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, that's definitely a very difficult situation also too. Whenever you have to tell a customer that, I'm sorry, that's actually not, whatever insect or those that's not bed bugs that you're dealing with. That's always a very delicate situation because they feel very personal and they feel kind of attacked at the same time whenever we're like, you're not dealing with that.
Well, as an inspector, it's also frustrating for yourself trying to, because you'd like to be able to help the person. You'd like to be able to say, I know what's going on here. I know what your problem is. And sometimes it's like, I don't know what your problem is because I don't think you have a problem, at least with insects.
Yeah, right. At least what we're going to diagnose.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, with that, we'll keep this one a little bit shorter today. But before we go, I want to ask, you've been with ABC for a minute, and I really do appreciate that. And I've always loved working with you. But what gets you up in the morning to come to work for ABC each day? Why do you still work here after a long career with us? What gets you fired up?
I have been fortunate to do a number of different jobs with ABC, so that helps. I don't know that doing one thing for almost 19 years now would maybe get old.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had the opportunity, like we just talked about, doing bed bugs. I did outside sales. I've been doing, I guess my current role doing quality assurance is very satisfying
Mm-hmm.
because, in this role, I am out in facilities that make food, they warehouse food, or they transport food,
Mm-hmm.
or pharmaceuticals, I guess.
Right.
Companies that are under the FDA guidance, if you will. And I find it satisfying that we are taking care of the food supply, food that goes on to people's homes, into grocery stores and places like that. And we're helping keep that safe from pests,
Mm-hmm.
From food getting adulterated from different things. So there's a lot of satisfaction in making sure that these specific accounts are well taken care of.
Oh yeah. Well, I can see that. I can see that whenever I've done audits with you or been at a facility with you. You definitely you approach it in a way that I've always actually looked up to, and how you've talked to certain customers, on how you've explained certain things, what you go about, and it's I feel like everyone can always, if they take a minute to look at those little things that everyone does, someone does something special in different ways. And I always liked how you approached the audited customers. Whenever I did that stint with you after college, it was nice to watch that and see that, and that was a lot of fun, a lot of good laughs.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that, and I can respect that. I'm the same way. That's one of the things that the people of ABC, but also taking care of our customers, are definitely what motivates me. But yeah, thank you for joining us today, Dean. I really appreciate it. And for everyone listening in today, please, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please share any of these episodes with your friends. That way they could listen and hear some of the gross, fun, and disgusting stories that we have over in the pest control and service business. Thank you, everybody, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day today. Cheers.